Hi, everybody. This is Bernadette from EuropeanLife Media. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm very happy to have you on board again. It's September already. I'm very happy that it's September. Time flies when you're having fun, they say, but yeah, I think September is a good month because everybody's going back to work. I know it was summer and how joyful is the summer, but I just like September a little bit more. We are very busy here with European Life. We have different luxury weeks coming up in Cancun, in Phuket, in Dubai. We're also working on our new magazine, our regular magazine, who is on the market and coming there in at the end of September, beginning of October. So we full packed with meetings with interesting people and brands. And we would love to take you with us in the events with the stories we have and with the interesting people we interview. Now today I'm going to have a topic chat, and it's a whole new way of this podcast. The topic chat is made with Ivana Jukic. Now, and I'm very proud of that because Ivana is not only my colleague, but she is a business developer. She is, have a lot of experience on the market. She is in sales marketing. She knows a lot about luxury tech and the tech world. She knows a lot about finance, and she has a lot of experience in travel industry. Now she is all around, so wherever we go, Ivana is there. We work very closely in all the events we have. So I'm so proud that we can have this podcast together. We will be here in many podcasts going on from now. And she will be there, and we will just talk to you a little bit more about what's going on in Europe Live Media, who are we talking to, but also we have some topics we like to discuss with you, give you tips as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and so you'll hear more from her, and I'm proud she's here today. So, hey, Ivana, are you there?
Hi, Bernadette. Yes, I am.
It's so nice to have you here, and I also think that it's so much fun to chat a little bit with you because there is so much going on for us, right?
Definitely. Yes, I'm excited to be here and to chat with you as well and discuss what's going on today. What are we seeing out there?
I know, yeah. I think with all the meetings we had in the last weeks, actually, and all the new clients and the events, it's exciting to see what's on the market and what comes our way. But I actually, this topic, I thought of one thing I find out, and that's how it looks like there is on the market, there is a difference before and after Corona. And I was actually surprised because we talked to client, and almost every client had some kind of story about before or after Corona. In travel industry, they say they don't have the tourists back. We had some restaurants saying, people are nowadays taking takeout and they're not coming to the table. Do you feel it's not back to normal yet?
You know what? I definitely feel like that is the case. It surprises me when you think of like Phuket. It's such a beautiful place. You would think that, it just like people are excited to get out there, go travel to Phuket. So it actually does surprise me, even though I do know that things have been impacted tremendously.
And I actually thought that people, when in Corona, you're going in lockdown, so you save a lot of money. So I thought, when finally we can go everywhere, people are flying all over the world, going to all these beaches.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
yeah, but
Yeah, I can't wait to get out to a beach.
yeah, right. Well, I read an article about McKinsey. They had like an analysis done before and after Corona, and they actually said with cruise industry they had a decrease of 20 to 30% of profit. It's
Wow.
amazing. That's a lot, and there are a lot of
It
boats.
is.
not even starting anymore. They are like bankrupt, and
Yeah.
that's kind of sad.
The impact, it is very sad. The impact is just way beyond what we expected. And the thing is, it's like, you know, of course initially you think that there's going to be this huge impact, you know there will be. But then to think about it, like still now it's several years later and we're still heavily impacted by this in the travel industry. It just makes you wonder, when is this going to fully recover? You know, how our business is going to fully recover, and traveling is back to normal as well.
And I think also that some things just stay changed. I think some things maybe not come back at all. And I also think, because our listeners are mostly entrepreneurs and business owners, but also, designers, for example, or people who have their own small businesses. I think all of them should think about what changed for me and what should I reconsider or redesign. Maybe, we have, it's another market, so maybe you have to approach your client differently, or you have to do other things to have the same profit as you had before Corona, right?
Definitely. We could probably see a lot of programs coming out of this where it's, I've actually even seen some of this, even like on Instagram ads where they were trying to entice people to travel abroad and work abroad. So that's a nice, it's fun when you think of like the different things that that could come out of it, and different market trends that could come out of this. And, we've still had lockdowns here in Canada. There's been lockdowns, but there's a lot that could come out of it in terms of like, um, just a shift in how people travel. So I
Yeah.
think things could change, but it could be something that also is something like
Yeah, and
I don't
also
know.
could be an opportunity, I think. For example, I know of
Mhm.
some entrepreneurs who are now just working remotely, but in another part of the world, just for fun. Just go there and stay in the B&B for 3 months and do the job there and enjoy the country, etc. So there are also a lot of opportunities, I think. I think I would love to go anywhere and work in other countries, so that would be good. So there were
Definitely.
pros and cons for all the before Corona, after Corona. But for as we are a business and luxury industry podcast, I think it's very interesting to see, if you are a brand, if you are an entrepreneur or brand owner, that there also should be a difference in sales, right? Ivana, you know that the way you approach the clients, the way you connect with the clients is so much different after Corona,
Hmm.
right? Can you,
Definitely.
so what do you see?
Before, before it's like you have that one-on-one, you have the ability to connect with people and go see them in person, make a little bit of a surprise visit with your client, be able to mingle with them a little bit as well. Now it's common and it's expected. You know how we were discussing, it's like if you say there's a meeting coming up, it's almost expected right away that it's going to be over Zoom or Teams or
Yeah.
it's not like you expect that you're going to go see somebody in person. It's not the norm anymore.
No, no, I think so too. And also, I think you have to realize for yourself that approaching the market, because of all the remote working meetings, et cetera, that you probably have to think about how to approach them, but also your message. I think if you're not there, if you do everything remote, your message have to be so very clear that they know exactly what you're talking about, or they have to know exactly what are you selling. While before,
Hmm.
you didn't, it's so much easier if you're there, you're sitting on the table and you can make another impression, and it's so much easier to do so.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. That is the case as well. It's like, how do you connect now that we're all virtual? It's like, how do you connect and have the same impact that you had before? And how is it that you can still like present what it is that you want to present in an organic way, even though we're just all sitting in our living rooms?
Yeah, no, it's
Not always, but
ridiculous.
yeah.
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 No, I think I did see. I don't know. It was a week ago. I read in one of these magazines that there are also some training, so you can do some self-reflection and see, okay, this is what I did before Corona, but now I have to be more clear in my message, for example, or my presentation. Maybe your presentation before was not that important, but now suddenly you have to do it in a way that it's very impressive because you have to do it remotely. So I think
Mhm.
that a lot of entrepreneurs have to reflect and see how they did it, but also do maybe some more branding or something, like go back on the market and be aware that it's not the same out there.
Definitely. And I think it's like it's also how do you be original too? It's a lot easier when you get to meet somebody and you get to have that conversation with them and you connect with them a little bit beforehand as well. Now it's like over Zoom, so or just like virtual. That it's like how do you display your authenticity? How do you also bring the personal element into like the meetings and everything without it just being another virtual meeting?
I think that we did some different things too. First of all, I think now I'm much more excited about, for example, promotion videos. We make some videos and to impress the clients. I think before Corona, we were just we were talking to them by Zoom meeting or having materials to send. But
Mhm.
now I thought we also have to show us in a different way and impress the clients and the people in different ways. So we did a lot more with video, which I like. It can
Mhm.
be a marketing tool. I think it's strong and it's impressive. So people might consider that
That's true.
themselves. Yeah, it's nice. But also I think people should consider doing much more with video for themselves, maybe on YouTube or social media, instead of having just a post with a quote or an image. You have to do something more. Maybe you can have like a very small slideshow with 3 images and having music with it or having a video, whatever. I think you should do more to
Mhm.
show the world that you are there and that you are impressive and different than anybody else, actually, I think.
Definitely. Definitely. And you know what? Despite all this, like there are still, exciting things that are happening. There's a lot of exciting things that are happening with European Life. You're going to Cannes soon, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Gone. That sounds like there was the film festival, right? It sounds like a movie on its own, actually, to be
Mhm.
honest. I thought, oh, wow, could that be some movie stars still living there? And I'm just walking on the street, and then, there he is, the Brad Pitt from now, or Clooney. I love Clooney, actually, instead of Brad Pitt. But yeah, I should see some movie stars, but I'm actually going to Cannes Yard Festival, and yeah, we worked with them for 3 4 years ago, and they are back on the market. It's really south of France kind of attitude. You can see them in the colors, in the music they have. It's very luxury, and I see the public who goes there are very dressed up. That's completely different. If you go to Cancun, they have the shorts and the t-shirts, and they are you have the harbor and the blue water and
Mhm.
sky, etc. It's like a postcard, but the people in there are just enjoying the boat. But if you
Yeah, a little bit more casual.
if you go to do the yard festival in France, yeah, that's like a party on its own. So I'm very excited about it. I'm going to drive up. I love a good road trip. So I'm going to drive up and I'm going to talk to management. And yeah, I want to have a luxury week there as well next year. So I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess. And this is one of the,
Definitely.
I think this is so much fun to see them in person. I want to sit there. I want to have that wine. I want to talk to them and introduce myself. Yeah. So this is my choice as an entrepreneur, just to drive up for 5 or 6 hours. That's a lot
Mhm.
of fun.
That's gonna be a beautiful road trip too.
I
So
think it
you're lucky.
will, yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's south of France. I have my music. You have your snacks, your little snacks, and I'm just all in my own car. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, that's my
Maybe I'll come join.
yeah. It's so much fun. So yeah, I'm going to come next week. So I will definitely go there, have another podcast. So stay tuned and come back next week. Check it out. And what I want to do is see if I can have some boat owners, ask them, what is your before Corona, after Corona story. But they also have a whole part about luxury and about designers and about watches and clothes, in that vibe of the boat show. So yeah, that sounds like fun. So well, I hope people find their way in self-branding and the new presentation and reflect a little bit on their own sales. But I'm sure we get back to this topic in next podcast, because it's coming back all the time. Whenever I work, there it is again. So for now, I want to thank you all for being here. Ivana, it was so much fun to talk to you again. I will talk to you soon, and we will be back with a topic chat, which we just take a topic and just we chat a little bit. But keep an eye on my next podcast. We have actually, I didn't tell you yet, Ivana, but we actually have a small waiting list for people who are now want to be on our podcast, and I understand why. So, but yeah. So
yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, and they are so interesting. I cannot wait to talk to them. So be back next time. If you have any interesting story, if you want to say something about your before Corona, after Corona experience, come back to us. Our email is podcast@EuropeanLifeMedia.com. So I really love to hear from you. And we will be back, and I hope I will be back from the Cannes Yacht Festival in the south of France. So I hope to see you there. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.